Misfits '08 has been announced, and is it disappointing or is it worth all the hype?
Has done it from time to time. Just haven't been.
From the United Kingdom, the Nightmare.
Alright, so Misfits '08 is official. They have been teasing this announcement for a long time. Here is the full main card here. Boom. That's the card right there. And this announcement was only about an hour ago from when recording this. And I already see a lot of debate on social media going on about it, saying, oh, this card is awesome, this card is trash. And I just have a few thoughts on the event as a whole. So overall, looking at this card, I think it's cool. It's a fun card. I'm looking forward to watching it. But I understand why some people are criticizing it and saying that it's overhyped and a little disappointing. And that is because the amount of hype created by people in this space for this card and announcement was insane. Nearly every single person who's involved in Misfits to any degree was just going on about how big this announcement's gonna be. It's gonna blow everyone's minds and no one's gonna see it coming, right? And I think that was a mistake. It wasn't even Misfits, the organization really itself, that did this. It's just all the people in the surrounding space that would not stop talking about this announcement. And that was a mistake because it raised people's expectations a little too high. So because of that, people are now disappointed because they were expecting all these type of big names. I saw a bunch of people in the build up to this announcement saying, oh, I have no idea how this card was even made. You guys don't understand. When you guys see this card, you're gonna think it was impossible. No one would ever see this coming. It's that crazy. And I think that was a little much because I saw a bunch of people acting like that online. But let's get into the card itself. So all hype aside, when you look at this card just as a non-pay-per-view event without all the hype, I like the card. I think it's pretty good. The fight I am looking forward to the most is actually the Paul Bamba versus Anthony Taylor fight. I think this is a great matchup. Anthony Taylor is growing in popularity, especially after that Salt Poppy win. Paul Bamba looking for redemption after his last loss against Chris Avila. Tensions have been rising between both of these guys. They do not like each other, and this is a fight I'm looking forward to. I expect it to be pretty competitive, and like I said, I'm most excited to see it. I'm also looking forward to the return of Hasim Rahman Jr. This fight is an interesting one because it's another type of Greg Hardy fight, which he lost in his last fight. It's given me those similar vibes, right? Another big heavyweight type guy. I know he was a bare knuckle boxing champion and he has fought some top level MMA guys in his past as well. So I'm honestly surprised Hasim's taking this fight because of how the Greg Hardy one went. But I respect it at the end of the day, and maybe that's the exact reason why he is taking this fight, to get redemption in a type of way against a similar guy. Now the first fight on the card, Brandon Herrera versus Action Man. I don't really know either of these guys, if I'm being honest. I have no really expectations for this fight. I'm not against new people in the scene, so I guess we'll just have to wait for that one, or at least I will. And then these last two fights are where things get a little weird. We are seeing Dean the Great in a tag team boxing match. Now we have already seen how the tag team works. We saw it the first one with Pineda and B. Dave, and I enjoyed that one. I think a majority of the people liked that fight and wanted to see it again, so here we are. But I am very surprised to see Dean the Great in this one. I was hoping his next fight would be the rematch with Waleed Sharks, but here we are. In a tag team match against OJ Rosa and Kimbo Slice Jr. That is a tough fight. I don't really know much about Dean's partner, but I know their opponents, and I am looking forward to this one. Just surprising fight, but I'm looking forward to it. It should be pretty interesting. And then finally, the main event, a 4-man Survivor tag boxing match. It's not a tag team match, it's just a tag match, I guess. Everyone is on their own, there are no teams, and I don't know how this one's gonna go. We got Nick Lamau, Swarms, B. Dave, and Ryan Johnston participating in this one. If I'm being honest here, I think Nick Lamau is the best of those guys, and then I'd have to go with Swarms second. I think both of those guys at least beat B-Dave, especially Nick. I think he pieces up B-Dave pretty easily. And then I don't know what to expect from Ryan Johnston. I don't really know what his skill level is at right now and what he brings to the table. So that one I'm unsure of. So I guess how it really works is two people who are fan voted will start the fight, and you can tag yourself out at any time. And if you refuse to be tagged in, you are eliminated. Now, once again, I think this can go really well, or it can take a turn, all depending on how the guys approach it. If people are constantly just tagging out, that might be an issue, but also it could be an issue if someone just stays in for an entire round without tagging out. I was also looking over the rules, and it looks like if you get knocked down at all, you are eliminated. So one knockdown, you're out of there. I expect this to be a pretty high-paced fight, which I think it needs to be in order to work. Very high-paced, high pressure, and I'm rooting for it. I hope it works, and I hope it goes well. My early prediction is that Nick Lamau is going to win this one. But it's also cool to see Swarms coming back in so soon after the last Misfits event. We all know he has improved a bit, and I think the guys in this group are more on his level than Deji was, so he will be able to demonstrate what he's learned over the last few months, and I'm excited to see that as well. So yeah, overall, I'm excited about the event. I think it looks pretty cool. Was it overhyped a bit? Yes. Is it disappointing? It depends who you ask. In my opinion, no. I was kind of expecting this to happen. I wasn't getting my hopes up too much about the event. This is about the level I was expecting, and I'm looking forward to it. But I understand why some people are a little disappointed. But thank you for watching. Subscribe for more boxing updates and content. If you feel like it, that would be pretty cool. The support is much appreciated. Thank you for watching. Peace.